Alright, welcome back to part 4. Right, we're gonna literally... The last 2 episodes are quite long, so I'm gonna try and break it down into smaller episodes, because I don't think people are gonna literally sit and watch for an hour and over. So I'm gonna try and cut it down if I can. And we'll go from there. But obviously the next video series, I've now got a tripod set up so you can actually see airbrushing, but I might be able to do it on this one when we paint the interior and the body. So right, let's crack on. Right, obviously I've got all these parts. Basically airbrushed. I haven't done the finer details, which obviously I've still got to do. So let's basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to literally start doing time lapses, and basically we're going to literally time lapse everything. So I've got parts there all painted, which obviously you can't see, but just do brush detail on that. And that's it there. I've got parts there all across the top and parts there. So without further ado, I'm going to literally set up, and we'll have a time lapse of putting all this together. Right, there you go. As you can see in that time lapse, we've got... Sorry, you're really zoomed in for some reason. All of this in, as you can see, looking good. So then, I don't know if you're like me, you then go and break it. Right, I'll come back once I've glued that in. Right, it's back in. So what we're going to do is just put that up there, so it's out the way, and that super glue can dry. Right, we're here, and we've got all these parts already painted. We're going to use some Tamiya extra thin on these, so I think it'd just be, gives you a bit more movement. But obviously, where's my tweezers? This, where this goes onto here, there's no gluing. You have to heat it and melt it on, the same as there. Obviously this is glued on, but none of this is glued on. So it's not really a positive fit either. I don't know if the camera will focus on it, but you've got a tiny little bit just sticking out. Then obviously in this bit it's just not quite going home here. So that pivots. But the thing is, you don't really know. It's just literally telling you. See, then if you look on here, it's like this is up. It just doesn't want to go in. Literally. It's just, I don't really like doing this because obviously everything is painted. And it's on, but let's see if we can just give this a little inside of there a minute. I want it to be, that's better. We've got a bit sticking out now. Right, so we're going to stick that over there, because obviously we've built it together, we've just not heated it to melt that element. So we're here. And we need this long piece here. So we need brake. And these. Which we'll just give a coat of dark iron. Excuse me. Perfect. The same is on this one. Perfect. So as you let them dry. Which isn't going to stop us putting anything else together, because obviously this is there and that thing just pops onto there, so it's not actually going to stop us. Right, hopefully you can see that these two pieces will sit in there. Don't put no glue in there. Glue goes into here, so don't go mad with the glue. Literally. Try and keep it, because you don't want the glue oozing out. Because I would assume we're having some sort off. You just have to bear with me a minute. Right. That's that there. Nothing in the bottom. We have this one. Which I may be stupid. Right, there you go. Perfect. Right, I'm gonna go off camera, and obviously I'm gonna do the other side because it's exactly the same, and we'll come back after I've got this on, so we're ready to fit it onto the chassis. Right, got all that back. Obviously off camera I've done the melting of the end bits there, because if kids are watching, I don't want them to see using lighters and so forth. So right, so we're literally done. Now we need the chassis back, which is here. So we'll stand that up at the back. Right, so we need to tip this upside down. Okay, and we've got to go around this side. It's got to be here. So on step 49 we need obviously a suspension and this funny looking thing which goes here. Right, so we're going to glue that in. Obviously this is quite loose because obviously I don't, oh sorry, you're off camera, keep doing that. Obviously this part here we've kept quite loose because there's physically no way to tell where it has to be positioned on here. So let's look at this. I've really messed up my camera angles for this one, and I'm really sorry. Right. Let's just have a look. Just literally let that take a hold. Because we're using Bob Martin's CA glue. Bob Smith, sorry. Which I don't find it too bad. Right, now the shock goes in. No point in me pointing because you just won't be able to see that, will you? Right, the shock goes into there. This piece here then connects into there. Let's see if we can. I'm trying to get it so you can see. Right, so here to there, and it goes this piece to the chassis. Sorry for knocking the camera. And that's feeling really nice. Perfect. Really happy with that. It's gone in there positively. Right, and obviously the suspension we have to do on both sides. But it's a matter of trying to get it so we don't damage it. So it goes in there to there. It's the same again. Like that. Get that. Like that. Then put that in there. Then ping it and drop it. Alright. This one's not really going in positive, but it's in. I like building these, but it's like you got nowhere to hold anything, literally. And now we've unglued the engine. So if anyone knows of any better glue, because the one I use, the Bob Smith Super Gold, it sometimes just does not hold. Alright. Obviously don't need you sitting all the way up there. Right, that's perfect. See, even there, see, it doesn't hold, like, get a proper good hold of it. Right, so we put both shocks in, which they're in, so we're going to just tip it upside down. So now we've got to drop this in. So obviously this side, this piece here, has to go the exhaust side. We're not going to glue it in straight away. See, that goes to the back. Yep. Drops onto there, like so. Looks alright to me. Ah. Right. So this here is the steering box. Oh wow. So I've literally got to basically this goes into here, but we have to do the same again. We have to heat it up. Oh. I'll come back. Right. Oh, that's all glued on. This part here is going to be the tricky bit because it's asking you, that you can't see, to heat it up. But I'm just not that... I don't believe I'd be able to get it there. Right, so now we've got to do... I'm sure that's like the anti-roll bar. So we need 2 roll bars. Alright. So the anti-roll bar goes into here. So let's get that stuck in. Alright, and obviously this has got 2 locating bungs in there. It just literally sits in there like so. Then obviously these go on to the anti-roll bar. So we've got it facing this way. And that goes into the anti-roll bar that clicks in. And goes into there. Now that's going to be tricky. I think the best way to do that would be to approach that from that angle. It's not going to be an easy technically these trying to do it. An easier way. Let's Right, I'm going to come back once I've done that. Right, welcome back. As we can see, it is literally in there. The anti-roll bar is in, and obviously they go up to there to there. It is actually the next day because I literally left that overnight to dry, because you just know when it's time to stop. So that's what happens. And obviously that happened as well, but it is what it is. But yeah, so as you can see, that is all in. So we're just going to put it over there. Might be able to hear a noise in the background. I've actually got my heater on. It's quite chilly here. Right, so this is done, that's done, that's done. So let's just get the pen. Did we tick all them? Nope. Right, so we've done that, that. Right, we're here on these two tanks. Then we're going to end that video here. Right. So let's move it there. These two bits. Right, the tank I've already sprayed silver, but according to these end bits just got to be black, so's the pipe. But to me that just seems weird, because then here it shows it as black and that goes round. If you look, it goes round. So is it just these bits that are black? Which to me I think that would be it. And obviously just got to paint. This is I assume that's the vapor for the thing, but obviously I've gone OTT taping it up, but it is what it is. So we're going to literally detail these up. There's the other bit. I just gave this a paint. It had to be a slightly different colour, so I've done that. Obviously these top bits here have to be done black, but obviously we'll do that when we paint this piece on the fuel tank. So just like to make sure that everything lines up. So it into there, and that goes into there. Not much of a positive fit, but it goes in. Perfect. Right, just to leave that bit there. Obviously these have got to be painted as well, which are D. So if we just quickly check the chart, is grey. So basically I'm going to paint them once this is all glued up, because it's just going to be so much easier. So we need this bit. So obviously these. Just got to be a little bit careful. Seems a bit of a weird way, but I don't like going on all the way, so what I tend to do is get me micro drills. 0.8, let's try that. No, could be a mil. Just gonna literally just increase it just that slightly. Oh, it's bigger than a mil. So then if we go to 0.13, 1.3, we only need a slight increase. That one, perfect. So it's a 1.3 mil. Just put it in the drill. You know what we're going to do? It's just literally, it's just basically just to increase it. So that it actually, so even now we could possibly go size slightly bigger. So let's go. It's just a matter to make it easier for ourselves. Let's have a look. That's it. That's just be careful when you're doing this. And just hopefully, see that, I knew that would happen because that was broken on the sprue. Perfect. Perfect now. Slide straight on. Always have a toothbrush handy just to give it a brush. Goes on perfect. Then just push that into there. Then we can just put a little bit of Tamiya. fin in that, and that's set that up pucker then. Alright. In this, a little bit of see, obviously we've got M2 to locate into there. Oh, that's perfect, that is. Sits in there, really nice. So, let's get our Tamiya fin. Just pop that back off a minute. That's a nice positive fit, that. Can't beat that. Now all I do is fill up in there, put it in there, we dab a tiny little bit there. Just got to be careful with this because it will literally, it eats paint. Just literally fill up where contact's gotta be. Then line that up there, pull that down, perfect. That's it. And just give it a hold. What I tend to do, I've got these, because obviously we want this to hold. Like so. You get these on the Tamiya brush painting stands, just the little metal clips. So now we just put that to one side for that to set up. Right, I'm going to set up a time lapse for painting, doing the last lot of painting bits. Then we'll finish out the video. So trying to not keep it too long. Right, as you can see, that is them all done. So they're looking quite good. I don't know if these bits are meant to be black, but like I said in the book, it doesn't really show it. Stand that back up right. Obviously, we've got black on these, and I went for dark iron on there. So it looks like some sort of airbag, and I've done all the other airbags the same colour. But that is it. So I'm gonna leave that here. But obviously I'll bring it back in. As you can see, we are making some real good progress, and you know, we all know how big instructions are. If I just bring it up a minute. You can literally see, I mean, if I move that, just push that forward, we've got inches here, so we'll stick that on there, just short of 10 inches, but no, thanks for watching. Obviously I'm going to get this all edited, get it scheduled for an upload, and we'll see you in the next part. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.